Oh God, that's embarrassing. Mic was off. Well, hey everyone. Been speaking, but my mic has not been on. Yeah, welcome to today's office hours. I got the video working this time, but not the mic. Fantastic. Yeah, I was just saying, Austin just in the chat. So sorry to hear that the suit is on back order. Hey Pablo, what's going on? Yeah, we're trying to get the suits out as quickly as we possibly can. And actually, we've hired a few extra people to help us with that. So hopefully it'll get better. Yeah, and today, going to be taking questions. If anybody has any questions about any topic about Rokoko, feel free to ask. And then if there are no questions, I'm going to be kind of noodling around with the Daz characters workflow, which I just figured out a great new workflow for getting face capture working and everything, which is awesome because as cool as the metahumans are, there are no alien metahumans, and there's some really interesting Daz characters, and it's pretty easy to get it all set up and working. So yeah, that's kind of going to be the plan. And again, if anybody has any questions at all, throw it in the chat. It's about a 10-second delay or whatever. And hopefully there's not too many lawnmower noises and that the audio is okay. It wasn't okay at the beginning, obviously. But yeah, let's kind of jump into it. Okay. So we are going to be looking at Daz. So let me open up Daz Central here. And Daz, for those of you who may not know what it is a it's a character creation software. It's a couple different things, but mainly what it is that they have a marketplace where you can buy assets, and the assets are really cool and interesting. As opposed, the metahumans are great, and that's obviously what a lot of people are talking about when it comes to VTubing possibilities or whatever. But the great thing about Daz is that it allows you to really mess with the characters and create some really interesting characters. Can I open up this little guy I was thinking maybe we could play with today. Super cute. We can get full performance capture working with this little guy. I actually think this might be who we use, although the tail is a little tough because you can't have a dynamic tail, so maybe we won't. Maybe we'll use this storybook turtle. But yeah, I figured we'd kind of go through and do a little recording in Unreal using gloves, body, face, and everything, and yeah, see what we can do. So this is Daz Central, which is their kind of hub program. It collects all your assets, and then also it maintains all the bridges, which are these new basically plugins for Unreal and Cinema and everything, which allows you to import the characters directly into those programs. So let me open up Daz Studio itself, and that's where this is where you can manage all of your all of your assets that you have, and Studio is the actual software where you tweak characters and do stuff like that. And they also have a software for taking an image and then creating a character from that. So we could do that as well. But I think it's really more fun to play with these really weird characters that they have. I have a couple of them downloaded. Especially the non-human characters, I could see a lot of actual commercial potential uses for these because it's really hard to rig up your own, bear or gorilla or whatever with full facial capture. But it's pretty easy with Daz, which is great. Yeah. So let's take a look at one of these guys. Let's open up that tune, Axolotl or whatever this guy is called. He's like a little lizard. Hey ESD. Yeah, Daz has some great characters. Super unique, interesting characters for sure. Can I get rid of the tail on this guy? I can, but it doesn't No, it's really bizarre. So I don't think we're going to use this guy because I don't really want to deal with the tail and messing around with that in Unreal. It'd be easier to do in Cinema, which is also really easy to get these characters working in Cinema with Rokoko Studio. I like this Bulwark guy. I think what we're going to do today is I'm going to use a pre-recorded asset that's actually in our sample scene. So if you download Rokoko Studio, there's a bunch of sample mocap things. And the workflow for Unreal, at least, is that you can like do it live. If I was going to be a VTuber, I could set it all up live. Hey, Mario. How you doing? Welcome. But the best way to do it in Unreal, if you're not going to be like VTubing live, is to pre-record assets into Rokoko Studio and then stream them out to Unreal. So I have this, there's this Conjuring Demon asset. This is all free. So if you want to play with these assets, you can go download them right now. You just download Studio, and this is a sample project that comes with it. But I thought it'd be funny to like use one of these weird characters, and like, Unreal has some freaking amazing, like fire effects that are really easy to set up, and so we could like have it summoning in front of a fire, like the turtle or something, which I don't know. I think would be funny. And then Vanya on our social team and Barbara, who's awesome as well. We can send them, that asset, and they can post it or whatever, and that'll be kind of fun, I thought. And welcome everyone who's trickling in. Nice to see you all. I'm going to be working with Daz again on this stream, and full performance capture, getting our mocap, body, hands, and face onto a Daz character in Unreal. But if you have questions about anything, hardware, software, Rokoko related, Maya related, doesn't matter, ask them in the chat. And, this is office hours. We're here to answer questions. So, okay. So yeah, this is the animation I was thinking. I also grabbed this Howard the Duck style guy, Modern Ducky, which I just saw came on their marketplace. This guy's pretty terrifying, obviously, but hey Nick, we can get this guy up and running. He kind of he's not very cute, and he kind of frightens me, so I don't really want to do that. I really love this turtle. I think maybe this turtle is going to be the winner here. Duxie, how you doing? Nice to see all these familiar faces. Mario, Nick, ESD, Pablo. I think we've Sergio. I think we've seen everyone here before in one of these before. So yeah, here's this turtle guy. I haven't tried it with the turtle, but let's add his shell here. But he could be pretty good, summoning a demon. I haven't installed a bunch of my other ones. The gorilla, meh. I really like this hypnagogue guy, but it's kind of weird. I think that this Toon guy maybe would be good, and then we just ignore the tail. Because this would be really funny, summoning a demon in front of a fire, I think. So maybe we'll just go with that. And maybe there's some sort of IK chain tail solution. But actually, while we're at Daz, let's go find a Kung Fu Panda. I mean, that would be good. I don't have the bear. I don't have a panda one. I bet they do have a panda one. Let's search for a panda one. Let's see. Daz3D.com. Shop. And they're pretty affordable, I think. They're about $20 usually, but some of them you can find for $5 or $7. Let's search for panda. I don't think I'm going to download anything because Bear Clan. Yeah, so there totally is a panda. We need to search for Genesis 8. This workflow really works with Genesis 8 characters or figures. No, Genesis 8. I do have this, actually. I just haven't downloaded it. God, that guy looks horrifying. And fur is like a whole thing to do. Yeah, ESD, they do have discounts sometimes. But anyway, let's just go with this axolotl. Tune axo. Ooh, and maybe we'll tweak some of the parameters a little bit because I feel like it could have more detail. Okay, this is going to be our little cutie. Very sweet. We go to shaping, especially the head. Whoop, 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 whoop. We can do a lot of interesting things here. These are all just like morph shapes that I've gotten over the years at this point. Oh, you know what? That would be good. Yeah, hold on. We could add like a fun cranium. Nope, not that one. There's like a reptile one. That's kind of cool. There we go. Yeah, see, that's nice. Let's actually get a different material on this guy too. Explore add-ons. Hey, what's happening? Explore product. Materials. Ooh, yeah. See, this is what I'm talking about here. Pink gecko. I know. This looks a lot different in this material. I think it'll look better in Unreal. Ooh! Look at this. It's got like little hairs on its head. That's kind of weird looking. Pink matte, blue glow. Ooh. I think we're gonna go with this one. That looks the best to me. What are these things on this? Oh, they're like see-through. Oh, they're there on all of them. I want to get rid of those. I can't. Anatomy. Oh, you know what maybe we could do? Can I get rid of this tail? Oh, I can. Oh, there we go. It's got an empty butt. But that's actually okay. And then we won't see... tough to know. Fibers. An axolotl. Yeah. Okay, well I haven't tried it with this. I'm gonna leave the tail on because I don't want to mess with it really. And then it'll just be like waving, and you're not gonna see it anyway because we're gonna frame up like this, and there'll be fire right there, which should be funny. So let's try and do this. Okay, so the way that this works is for Unreal, because this works a lot differently depending on what program you're in. Let's open up an Unreal project. And I've been working in 4.26 because I don't want to switch over to 4.27, especially with 5 maybe coming out-ish soon. I don't know. 4.26 is stable. I usually hold back a little. Okay, Mario. Not at all. This is like office hours, right? Okay, so I followed your tip on open the Wi-Fi and disable the firewall on it. The suit and the glove. Okay. Okay, so here is probably something to try. Okay, hold on. I'm reading your comment. Won't connect. It won't connect to it. You opened it up. Reading it. Using the Wi-Fi only as a repeater connected to, yeah, with the cable to the first. Not sure if this. Okay, so here's what I would actually do. This is a problem that can happen, and I should have reminded to give you to. I should have given you this tip last time probably too. One thing to try when it's showing up, like when you're plugged in, and it's not showing up over Wi-Fi, is that unfortunately, are you on PC, Mario? Man, the 10-second delay kills me sometimes because I like ask a question and then I don't know how to fill it up. I'm like, sorry, like wait. But if you are on PC, okay, you are on PC. So basically disable your. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, okay, that's from Coalescence. Yeah, disable your firewall. On Windows Defender, basically disable all your firewalls, which is obviously not a good thing to have normally, right? That you just disable, like leave your computer open. So, but unfortunately, the firewall can interfere with the suit connecting to your Wi-Fi. And yeah, the only solution to that has been to basically disable all of your firewalls. So try that one. Like disable your firewall, turn off any antivirus stuff that you have. Yeah, right. Getting a couple other comments from ESD and Coalescence about that too. Try that. That probably will fix it, or not, and come back and I'll definitely keep trying to help you out. Renix, what's up? Yeah, I don't use it either, but we should all. I'm definitely not recommending like turn off your firewall. That seems like a recipe for disaster as an official recommendation from Rokoko. Just turn off your firewall. Okay, I'm gonna call this. Make my little new template folder. 21/07/28. The best way to do dates, so everything is always organized no matter if the year switches. Should the hardware not indicate via LED? I don't know. That's a good question, Mario. But I would try the firewall regardless. It might be that if it's not connecting to Studio, then it wouldn't indicate that it's connected with the lights or whatever, if it's not connected to Studio. I don't know if that answers your question. Probably not. But yeah, it's probably the firewall. It's hard to I mean, yeah, we got to be clearer about that, obviously. That's why these office hours are good. We're taking this feedback and I include it into all of our new videos, which will be coming out when Studio launches. Yeah, ESD. That's my recommendation. Obviously, just turn it off when you're using the suit. Even though I don't do that, and I'm probably opening myself up to all sorts of problems. Don't hack me, please. Okay, what is this called? Unreal. No, let's go. It's not even on screen. But 21/07/28. DAZ Unreal PCAP. Performance capture. So frustrating. Hold on, I gotta go and do this. Here it is. DAZ Unreal PCAP. There we go. Save my Unreal into there. AXO is going to be the name of the project. Create project. Okay. No hack, please. Good tips, everyone. Everyone's learned the firewall trick, clearly. That is an annoying one, obviously, when you're like have your brand new suit and you turn it on and then you can't connect it and you're like, why? This should be working. Yeah, it's the firewall. We got to be clearer about that. Okay, so here is Unreal open, and first thing I'm going to do is just go to the plugins, make sure my DAZ to Unreal plugin, which I installed via DAZ Central. I installed this, DAZ to Unreal. I just hit install or whatever, and that added it to Unreal plugin list. And we're also going to turn on my Rokoko Studio plugin. Both of these always require a restart. Just might as well do it now. And maybe I'll make my thing a little bit smaller so I don't block anyone. Let me know if that's blocking stuff, because I always forget that. Okay, so we got our plugins turned on now. Update, whatever. Next thing we need to do is see if we can transfer over the Daz character. So I got my Daz character selected. I'm in Daz, and I go to send to. It's not under bridges, which is very weird for Unreal. It's if I'm sending it to Cinema 4D or Blender or Maya, it's over here. But for Unreal, it's over here. Send to Unreal. Oh man, Renix, I cannot wait to see that. That thing was awesome. Hi, Adele. We do have a sponsorship program running. Yeah, so you can apply on the website. We can try and find that. If you can't find it, let me know, and I'll put a link in the description below after this, or if you get back during the live stream, I can try and find it. But yeah, there is a sponsorship program. There's a lot of things, I think, applications in it right now, so we're making our way through that, but that is something that we're doing, which is really cool because there's so many talented people out there. Man, Renix, yeah, again, I can't wait to see that thing. Okay, so this is a Genesis 8 male. So we're going to choose morphs because we want the face morphs and everything included. Can we add this? No, we can't. So if it's an 8.1, you know what? And we are going to do that. So I'm going to redo all this. This is a Genesis 8 character. We need to kind of make it a Genesis 8.1 character to make this a little bit easier. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spawn a basic male Genesis. Nice. Yeah, I encourage everyone to apply. Again, we have a lot of applications right now, so I think we're just trying to make our way through them. But we want to sponsor as many people as we can. People making cool content. So here's my 8.1 male, and I'm going to go into shaping, and I'm going to shape it as a toon. So this is kind of a cheat. Oh, it's got a little butt. Look at that. So no tail. That's even better. And then I can add the material from my toon axo. And it should add the right material here. And so now it's an 8.1. Yeah. Well, I like the 8s because I have a whole workflow from Lalo 3D, who's an amazing developer. Oh, this doesn't have ears. I need the ears. How do I add the ears? Anatomy. So we could get that to work too, but I want to do it using this bridge. Head, turtle head. Maybe I'll just search everything axo. Bother. We don't have the ears. We need those ears, obviously. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, because it's also going to mess with the... Well, we can try to do this with the 8.1, or the 8. Let's try to do that, and we'll see if it works. So we're just going to use this 8. This is Genesis 8. So all these morphs, all these weird animals and all this stuff is all on Genesis 8. They have different generations of their characters. Can I select this and oh, so these are gills. Oh, these are gills. Okay, sorry. Let's undo. Go back. Can I just undo this and get that Genesis 8 character back? Now I can add those gills. So they're not ears, those are gills. I need to go on a Wikipedia deep dive about these weird creatures. Okay, sorry. Okay, so we are going to do the Genesis 8.1, starting fresh now. Genesis 8.1 character. So we can add these blend shapes to it easily without using other downloadable plugins. This is now, we're trying to use only the stuff that is in DAZ. Okay, so turn this guy into a tune. Boom. Add the material, explore product of the tune. Actually, I'm going to add gills. Yes, that's great. Now I'm going to add the material. Yeah, they're breathing gills. Bizarre. Super cute. I see these guys on Reddit sometimes, like GIFs of these things. I don't know what they are. Yay! Here we go. It's got a little weird little butt, but I do not care about that because we're not going to see the back of it. Okay. So now we have Genesis 8.1 mail. Send to Unreal. Choose morphs. And here in this choose morphs, I can add ARKit expressions. Boom, look at that. And this is all like native now, which is freaking awesome. There is a way using Lalo 3D's plugins to like add facial morphs, but actually we are designing a whole VTubing course for this sort of stuff. So that information is going to be in that course eventually. That should come out in September is the plan for that. Okay, so I've got Unreal open. Sometimes this doesn't work, but we'll see if it works. This should like open this guy up in Unreal. And sometimes I have to restart Unreal and do it again. Hi, Marco. What is your issue? Suit with the HTC, with the Vive trackers for virtual production. Let me know and I'll try and help. I don't actually have a ton of experience. Character just... So, I'm sure that there is, Marco. Unfortunately, I'm not really the best person to help you out with this, but can you send me an email at sam@rokoko.com and I will connect you with the people who can help you out, because I have actually not really used the virtual production workflow with the Vive trackers, but I'm sure that's something about like defining the origin point of the tracker. Send me an email and I'll connect you to. I mean, you can always email support, but that's why you come to office hours, and hopefully we can get stuff taken care of for you. You know, and I would help you out if I knew, but I just don't. So, sam@rokoko.com. Send me an email about that, and I'll connect you to someone who can help you out, like Francesco or something, one of our awesome team members. Okay, so we have our Genesis mail in here. And this is where it gets a little bit bizarre. Yeah, it is. It is an axolotl. Hi, VJ. Look at this cutie. Oh no, are the materials not working for the... Is it compiling shaders? What's the deal? What's the deal with these guys? Textures. Material gills. So just trying to fix this gill issue right here with these ears. Diffuse. Well, there's no ears on this guy. As always, if people have ideas on how to fix this, oh, this is annoying because I really do want these ears. Otherwise, I feel like we just shouldn't use this guy. don't know why. They're not ears, they're gills, right? But whoa, look at this. Eyelashes, tear line, cornea, blah, 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 blah. Head. Ears. So I'm just trying to find. Maybe we'll use the Lalo 3D version. Where are these ears? These gills? Aha! So if I isolate it, it works? Uh-oh. Which one was that? So it's this one right here. No, ESD, if you have a question? As I try and figure this out. Base 2. Yo. Oh, it's like bizarre. I can't add anything. Well, this is a bummer, obviously. Why is it doing this? I don't know. I don't want to get too sidetracked on this, though. So, time to delete this and start over. Let's try it again. Okay, delete this. So instead of doing that, I'm going to think for a second. Well, I'm going to use these Lalo. Let's try and use these Lalo guys. I don't know if this will work. Okay, delete my Genesis 8. I'm just going to use a straight up, or delete the 8.1 workaround that we had. Just going to use a straight up. Weird. Red Ninja. Hey, I think we've seen you before. Good to see you. That's bizarre. I think that you mean in Rokoko Studio, it wasn't following the characters. I don't know why that would be. I've had that kind of bug before myself, and sometimes it can get fixed. You could do a reinstall, copy all your projects to a new place, uninstall it, do a reinstall. That's kind of the only thing I could think of. So is it like repositioning to the origin point or something? Because that's what happens to me occasionally. I think it's just a weird bug. Got to throw it on the bug list. Okay, here's my Genesis 8. But yeah, let me know and I'll think about it. Okay, sorry, I'm kind of all over the place. Daz to Unreal, choose morphs. So I'm going to use these Lalo 3D morphs. which if you want to know more about them, it's basically Face Mojo is what it's called. And it's this guy, Lalo3D, who makes these like morphs for face capture. And here they are. So I can add them, accept. And I'm gonna have a whole video on this. Yeah, I don't know, Red Ninja. I've had that happen too. I think it's just a bug, and it doesn't happen. It's kind of inconsistently, right? I don't know. You could try uninstalling. Otherwise, I don't know if there's a current solution for it. I'm sorry about that. Okay. Let's go back to Unreal. Hey, it didn't delete my character. Uh-oh. This is gonna be a mess. Delete it. Delete. Force delete. Yes. I'm gonna save this and just restart. And then send it over again, which sometimes you have to do. This is a Bullrog character I got set up. Maybe we can just use that if this doesn't work. Okay. Open. Send to Unreal. This is a little glitchy. I found this whole send to process. Accept. Says it's sending, but is it sending? Doesn't look like it. I'm gonna give it a second, see if it works. Come on. Sometimes this like takes a moment, I think. But it shouldn't. 'Cause it just worked a second ago. Maybe I'll try. I'm gonna disable it, then re-enable it. And then I just might try another character if this is still giving us guff. A lot of restarting with Unreal plugins, I find. I'm gonna have to put a little thing in the description so people can jump to when it actually got working. Oh, I don't know, Renix. I think the Instagram one tagged my personal. It's at the.jabberwock is my personal Insta. Okay, like please let's work. Oh, what is going on here, Daz? Ugh, let's just close Daz. Just open Daz again. But yeah, I'm happy we put that. That was such a fun little animation. This is gonna be. I think this will be hilarious if we can ever friggin' get Daz to actually export out correctly. Which is it you just not opening up now, Daz? Daz Studio. Okay. Okay. Figures. Cute guy. Opening. Moving slow. Send to Unreal. Please work. Choose morphs. I'm just going to remove these and add them again just because who knows, maybe that'll help. I don't even know if this will work because I've only ever done this with the 8.1. Except. Oh. Yeah, I don't have a Twitter account, a personal Twitter account. So, oh, interesting. It's tagged. Yeah, I think it was tagged wrong then, because it's at the .jabberwock. I wanted the Jabberwock, but of course that was not available. Come on. Well, okay. Let me see. Maybe we'll just have to use an 8.1 character because I do want to show this with an 8.1 character. What is this? What is this like? It's showing like. Is it not done exporting? Well, okay. We're just going to use the Bullrog, I guess. Ugh, such a bummer because I really didn't want to do that. So I'm going to use a Genesis 8.1 male. Yes, Mario. That is 1,000% right. It's so funny. I mean, it's like, that's what CG is, you know. It's just solving problems. God forbid you try and do a stream where you're trying to make it work for people in real time. Because that's when you're going to run into the real problems. I wanted those ears on that cute tune so bad. They are not textured. Okay. Let's look at our options here. What do we got? We could do the turtle. We could do the zombie. We could do Mervin. We could do Bullrog. That guy's pretty freaky. We could do the behemoth. That guy's kind of a bummer. Gray alien, Hypnagogue. I do like the Hypnagogue. He's really cute, I think. Maybe we'll do Mervin. I know we've done that before. I don't want to do Mervin. Maybe we'll do the turtle. Let's try the turtle. Screw it. Weird turtle. Turtle summoning a demon is what we're going for. If it works, which maybe we'll run into problems again, but let's try this because I do want something cute. Added shell. And then materials, we want to add the material for the turtle skin. There we go. Cute. And yeah, so this is an 8.1. So let's send this to Unreal and see if it likes that. Maybe it's an 8.1 issue. I'm going to delete all these. I'm going to do the ARKit 8.1. So no plugins required. Except, we'll see if it goes over to Unreal. Otherwise, I don't know. Maybe I'll just open up another project. This is like, this is very glitchy. This transfer process, it seems. Thankfully, I already have another thing open. Another project that I did this with. So maybe we'll just do that. Ugh, I wanted to show it. Well, okay. Let's just do that because I am tired of trying to do this. But basically, you can get characters into Unreal, and it does work sometimes. If I had enough time to just keep going back and forth, I would. Instead, I have this project that I got working before. Let's just open this up. So frustrating. But that's the way it goes. It's mostly just figuring stuff out. Okay, so here's the Bullrog, and I totally got this guy working. And I want to rebuild this actually from scratch to show y'all how I did it. So when you import one of these characters, right, it comes in like this, Daz to Unreal, and then here is your character. So what I had to do though to get this into a T-pose is, so the first thing you do when you, so I've taken everything out of my scene, right? The first thing you do is you actually have to go down to, you search for Daz, and you have to go find the Daz blueprint in here. So when you first drag it in, it's not going to have this, it's going to be clear of this mesh. So this is, when I first drag it in, it's just going to look like this. So this is like the Genesis blueprint. And I bet I could, I'm not gonna mess with it. So now, yeah, I know, coalescence, that would be great, but the turtle doesn't want to cooperate. But so the first thing that you would do is you go and you would add the mesh of your character. So then that adds the mesh to this blueprint. But then the other thing that you have to do is that when you originally open it up, you have to basically fix the arms of your character. And the way that I did that was, how did I do that? I guess I went, okay. I went to the mesh. Oh no, I double clicked the mesh here, and then I opened up the blueprint here. And what I did, where did I do this? Golly, Kansas. What a mess. So frustrating. Nothing's going right today. Well, basically what you have to do is because it comes in as an A pose. And then you need to add some nodes in that are transform bone nodes. And that was, God, where was that? It was in one of these blueprints, and now I can't find it. Oh my God. Sorry, everyone. Well, basically, you have to adjust the arms so that they're in a T-pose, right? Everything has to be based in a T-pose. So the trick of this really is that you have to go and you have to find that Daz blueprint and then add the mesh to it. You can't just add the characters that come in. It has to be that Daz blueprint, and then you have to add your mesh. And then for the anim class, you need to change that to Gen 8.1 ARKit example. So I do think it needs to be an 8.1 when you do it this way. And after you've done that, you can open up, Rokoko Studio. I can start a live stream, start my Unreal module. It's going to port 14045. I'm just going to let this play in the background. And then make sure my Rokoko receiver is set to the right port, which it is. And then under live link face subject, Oh no, then I have to open up Live Link, add studio as my source. Yep, I get it, it pops up. And then I add this face. And now if I hit play, it's all working. So it looks good. Again, yeah, DAZ can be tricky. It's definitely something about, I mean, like, I think I just would probably normally like restart my computer, and then I would, you know, just try to do that importing process again. But anyway, this is a DAZ character, right? I did that thing where I went and I created an 8.1 you know, model, and I put a Genesis 8 morph on it, and it was fine. I sent over the 8.1, and like it all worked. I'm gonna hit stop, and I'm going to go and change this material here for the I'm gonna change it for just the eye moisture. Save that, and then the what is it? I'm kind of doing a workaround. This should be like a shiny thing, but what is this? Bully. Hey, get out of here! Not now. I'm just gonna add the bully eyes. Yeah, there we go. Save that. That looks super weird. I'm just gonna do it for the pupils too. Diffuse, bully, face. Save that. Hey. And then I might need to do that for the sclera as well, it looks like. So sometimes these don't come over, and you know, you need to go through and do some material remapping. There we go. Cool. Hit play. Oh God, I hate default player start. Delete that. Now it'll just start wherever I am. Okay, there we go. Cool. So now we have, you know, our mocap going into a frog character, and let's just go from here. So yeah, we'll have a tutorial about all this soonish is the plan. And it will lay it out in a way that where it actually works. Frustrating that I couldn't get the you know, thing to transfer over, but I just kind of want to make sure that we're actually going to record some mocap to this guy. Yeah, it was very cursed. That's just the way it goes sometimes. And I'm sure, like, there is a bunch of different ways that we could fix it. Like, for example, instead of, you know, we could just export an FBX out of DAZ, and then for the skeletal mesh, just add that mesh instead, and like that would probably work. I don't want to go through and do it more. So let's just stick to this. Okay, so let's go grab an HDRI backdrop for this. Actually, the first thing we're going to do, I'm going to delete that for now, is we're just going to record the mocap. So the way that we record mocap in Unreal for faces, and we could just retarget this mocap out of Rokoko Studio. You know, we could export this out of Rokoko Studio, retarget it into Unreal. The problem being there's no good way to retarget facial mocap in Unreal. So instead we use this kind of hybrid method where we record directly to the character and then play that back instead of retargeting it. And that allows us to capture all the facial mocap animation. So just letting this go, but what I'm gonna do is go into my take recorder, add my actor in here called Genesis 8 character, right? Is it called Genesis 8? Yep, Genesis 8 character. I'm gonna do it in 30. I always record in 30 just because that's what I like. And then it's just a bit of a guessing. I'm gonna actually pull the Rokoko Studio off to the left on my second desktop. I'm gonna hit record, and then when it, boom, I'm gonna start playing it when it's like done recording, and now we're just gonna let this guy go through the summoning animation. Ah, and then hit stop at the end here. Boom. Okay, so now we've got our mocap recorded into Unreal, and of course it's not playing back, because what we need to do in Sequencer now is we need to add all that stuff. You know, we need to add our character into Sequencer and then add the animation to that character. So one thing I always do is I always add a new level sequence when I'm doing this. We're gonna call this We're gonna call it Bully Render. This will just make sure that we are in the right, you know, we're gonna use the, we're gonna use the cinematic movie render queue to export this out later. So I always like to have a proper sequence that I've named, you know, Bully Render or whatever. So I'll add my character to a Sequencer. Oh no, that was my character. That was my, and then I'm gonna add an animation. And usually this doesn't play. So what you have to do is you have to click on the animation. You have to change the animation mode to use animation asset, and then select your animation asset. Oh, golly. And then hit disable post-process. Ooh, this is gonna be fun. And key this. So now it should play at least. But it looks like it's really warping our skeleton, which is obviously not good. And this is probably because we need to change the, so actually no, right, we need to go to the animation that we recorded. So this is the actual animation we recorded, right? We need to set the oh golly, the default, that looks very not right. We can't change the retarget source, so that's what I was thinking we would be able to do that. We can't. So instead, let's try this again. And I'm going to try and record into Sequencer instead. So let's throw this blueprint back. Get rid of these keyframes. Get rid of my character. And let's record into Sequencer instead, and maybe this will work. Okay, so let's hit play. We're gonna have this ready to go. And we're going to add our character into Sequencer. Gen 8 character. And then how do I record into Sequencer? Well, maybe this will be a two-part live stream as I figure this out. Playback options. Where's my record button? Let's restart this. Don't save. See if I can get this working. Go back to my project. I don't think they got rid of the sequencer recording yet in this version. Sometimes that can be a way to get around it when you're having issues with that take recorder. Window, sequencer. Oh, sequence recorder. As of 4.26, it's no longer supported. Yeah, I know that, but we're gonna try and do that use it right now. Yep, Renix, this is the way it goes. Add actor, no. Okay, let's go to content. Let's add a new level sequence. Fully render. Okay, now let's go to sequence recorder. Add bully render. How do I add? Oh, right. And then I add my actor. I hit play. Oh, right. I don't have live link on. Change the anim class to make sure that it's this ARKit example. Make sure that the live link face subject is set to face. Hit play. Start playing in Rokoko Studio. Okay. Okay, now I can record. So I'm going to do that in a second. Record. Okay, now it's recording directly into sequencer. Oh god, I hope I didn't just screw that up. See if this works. Stop. Stop. Okay, so that's good. Okay, so this is working. I don't know why it wasn't working before. Oh, and now it's adding this fun over here. Okay. So how, this is just playing on no. Interesting. Well, let's just do a test render and see what happens here. We want to do a PNG. These are the settings I usually use. Okay, whatever. Render local. Okay, so that seems to be working. This is a messy, messy thing, but I really want to get this animation. So we can put something out on the Insta. Okay, but now it's not doing the face. Cool. So why isn't it doing the face? Add animation track. Oh man. Well, we're just gonna render this out because this has been a little bit of a mess. Let's add an HDRI. Golly. We're gonna set it here. Let's do sunset. I'm gonna build it. What's going on in the chat, man? Incoming infinity. Yeah, I know. This is a lot. It would be a lot easier, but it's definitely doable. I just need to do more research into this clearly before I attempt it on a stream. Gonna get rid of this light source. Gonna get rid of this atmospheric fog. Get rid of the skylight. Get rid of the sky sphere. Build this. Should be totally dark. Yeah. We're gonna make this very 0.005. 0.05. Okay, like that. Then I'm gonna go grab some fire. Oh god, do I not have these guys installed though? Starter content, fire. Make a ton of this fire. I'm going to add a little light here. Going to dupe this fire. Bring it down a little bit. Yeah, so this is kind of what I had in mind originally. Obviously, it's been a little bit of a mess to get here. But it should be fun. I don't know. God. Can't wait to put out this video and it'll actually make sense, all this workflow. Yeah, I'm just going to add a ton of fire here. I mean, doesn't this look cool? Looks freaking awesome. If only it would be working correctly. Sequencer. Open up my sequence. Bully render. Yep, here's our guy. We're going to set this depth of field correctly. I'm going to make this a 80 focal length. Gonna bring the camera speed down. Okay. We'll see what happens here. I don't even know if this is going to work. But better to do something. Okay. I'm going to add a keyframe. And then at the end of it, it's going to kind of come up a little bit. That is so not... Well, this is going to be super interesting. Pull back a little bit, maybe. Keyframe. Current focal distance. Keyframe that as well. Keyframe, back. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's see what happens. I have no idea if this will work or not. Cool. Well, yeah, it is a great result, but it obviously is not working as intended. If we open up the movie render queue again, PNG, screw it. Let's just accept render. Oh, so weird. Okay, well, it showed it on the other screen. What? Well, this is what we got. It's working with the mouth on the export. I don't know why. Well, anyway, we're gonna call it there probably. This is a little bit all over the place. Oh, this is Bullrock. Yeah, I don't even know where this one is saved. I'm gonna try and get this rendered well. Does anyone have any last questions? We're gonna. I'm just gonna call it because this workflow needs a little work, but we'll get back to it. We'll fix it. Cool. Well, this was fun. Just hanging out. Hopefully answered a couple questions that helped. Yeah. Good to see you all. Thanks for popping in. Next week, maybe we'll do this again, but like correctly. Or maybe we'll, yeah, I know. Yeah, incoming. It was not liking me today. Yeah, I do need some hot cocoa. Renix. There's so much potential for this workflow because, you can get these alien characters and everything from Daz. It's just not quite there yet in terms of being really solid, but it'll get there eventually. Cool, everyone. Well, yeah, good to see you, and we will get back and yeah, Renix would love to see some more stuff from the SWAT thing. That was looking super cool, and again, send it over to the Instagram, and we'd love to post it in whatever state it's in. Obviously when it gets more the textures and everything, that'll be super cool. But yeah, nice to see you all, and we'll see you on the next one. I'm gonna call it there. Have a good rest of your Thursday. Have a good weekend, and man, when you run into Unreal problems, know that you are not the only one out there having issues, because it can always be a mess. Yeah, see you guys.